Hey everyone, welcome back or welcome to Bookish One. So I have a fun Christmas haul for you guys. A couple Bookish goodies that I love that I got for Christmas, and then a lot of books. Some were gifted to me, and then there's a large pile that I may or may not have purchased myself with money that I got for Christmas. So I'm here to show you what I got. Okay, so my mom bought me the cutest pajama pants you ever did see. They have books all over them. Aren't they so cute? They're super soft and comfy. The brand is Brief Insanity. I don't know. Never heard of it. Brief Insanity. But yeah, they're so cute and comfy, and I can't wait to wear them all the time. She also got me a book. She got me this version of Little Mermaid. I have two other Mina Lima in the series, but I really like the idea of reading through these interactive copies with my grandchildren one day. Since my youngest is 12 years old, she has no interest in reading this with me. But yeah, it's just a really fun book and a really cool edition. Let's see, I have Pinocchio and Beauty and the Beast so far, and now Little Mermaid. So there's a couple more I want to get my hands on, but these are just so fun. So thank you, Mom, for that. In a game that we played with these $10 prizes, I ended up with a selfie stick, which is kind of cool. So I'm glad I ended up with this. I have a stand that my phone is sitting on right now, but this one is cool because it's a selfie stick you could take with you. The little remote, there's a little remote on there, and also when I want to film my journal spreads, I can stand it up on my table, and it'll be easier than what I have, what I had before to do that. So I was excited about that. And my mom gave me this little cute bookworm bookmark. It's so cute. It's very reflective. But I think that is adorable. And then my Aunt Sue got me this really cool bookmark from Hawaii. It has the hang loose or hang 10 little hand motion on there. So that was cool. With some beadwork. Beautiful. And she also got me a coaster set that I'm obsessed with. This was in my Amazon wish list. Maybe not these exact ones, but they are coasters and they are library cards. They're all a little bit different. It came with 14. So I have one here by me. I have one in my living room. I have one now by my bed. They're just kind of all over the house. But they're wood and they're super cute. So I was very pleased to get those. Those are so fun. My friend Chelsea from work, she got me a couple things, but this is what I wanted to share today. This says Bookish, and it's like 3D printed, and it's really cool. You may have seen it in a video already because I had it right over here. But I love that. It's perfect for filming, and it's so cute for my bookshelf. My husband got me quite a few books, so with a little bit of help from my wish list, but he got me Saving Emma by Alan Eskins and The Outlaw Noble Salt by Amy Harmon. So these were two on my wish list that I can't wait to get to. And then he also got me the trilogy from the Darker Shades of Magic trilogy, I believe is what it's called. The trilogy, V.E. Schwab. So the only thing I've read by V.E. Schwab was The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, and I love that, so I'm excited to read something else by her. So we got that. And then my daughter, Ashley, got me a very cool special edition of The Perfect Marriage by Geneva Rose. This was at Barnes & Noble. It's a signed edition. It's got really pretty end pages here. And it's got like blood on the cover and a handprint, which I think is great. And then the sprayed edges with the blood dripping down. I think this is so cool. And like I said, it's signed by the author right there, Geneva Rose. So very pleased to have this. I actually took my paperback copy, and it will be going up in my Pango store because I am going to keep this one. So there is that. Okay, let me grab the stack of books that I purchased with some Christmas gift cards and money. I'll be right back. Okay, so all the books I'm about to show you came from Barnes & Noble. They had an awesome sale of, there were hardcovers that were 50% off, but every hardcover in the book was 30% off. Plus I have a membership, so that's another 10% off. So I got all of these at such a great price. And then the paperbacks I'm about to show you were part of the buy one, get one 50% off on top of another 10%. And it was like triple points. So 2 of these I actually got for free from my rewards points, if that makes sense. So it looks like a lot, and it is, but I did not pay full price on any of these. So I'm very excited to show you. Okay, the first 2, had to have this. I had to. They're just too gorgeous. This is book 1 and 2 in the Shepherd King series by Rachel Gillig. One Dark Window is the first book, and they are gorgeous together. They're very heavy, and I don't know if that's like the paper seems pretty thick. Let me just show you one at a time. So it's a Barnes & Noble exclusive edition. So this is the first one. It's got the gold foiling on the cover. It has the sprayed edges. Let me open this up and show you. It's got a pretty naked hardcover. It has gorgeous end pages. Okay, so that's book 1. And then the second in the series has red foiling on the cover, and I've not read this one yet. So there's, see how these pages go together. Isn't that so pretty? They're like opposites. And then the naked hardback on this one has red, same design. And then the end pages are also beautiful. So, and then there's also like on each of these pages, it has like a detail edging on them. I wonder if the chapter headers has anything. I don't want to look too far because I haven't read this one yet. This is called Two Twisted Crowns, and each chapter has crowns right here. So just the detail and beauty that went into these, I had to have them, and they were 30% off plus my discount. So, you know, they were a great price for what they are. So those are my special collected editions. Let me put the covers back on, keep them nice. So yeah, if you haven't read One Dark Window yet, it is definitely a fantasy, obviously, but it's not like a high fantasy. It was very easy to read, and it was very entertaining. There was magic in there and intrigue, and I really enjoyed it. But you've already heard about that on my channel. Okay, then I picked up the second book in John Gwynn's Faithful and the Fallen, because this will be the next one I pick up as we're doing that read along with Becca in the books. And so this is Valor. This is book 2. I've heard really great things about this, and this book is a Read with Jenna book, and I've had a lot of great luck with her books. A few that I've read, I've given 5 stars, and it wasn't done on purpose, but now I'm kind of like on the lookout for some of the books she mentions in her book club. And this is Blue Sisters by Coco Mellers. All I know is I love books about sisters, and a lot of people have been raving about this, and like I said, the Read with Jenna pick. So yeah, you can't go wrong. It's 3 estranged sisters return to their family home in New York after their beloved 4th sister's death in this unforgettable story of grief, hope, and complexities of family from the acclaimed author of Cleopatra and Frankenstein. So that's all I want to know. I've heard it has a lot of heart. It's a hard-hitting book, but a really good read. So I'm excited to get to that one. This is one that I've been eyeballing for a while. This is by Gareth Brown, and that is The Book of Doors. This one has like a lot of things in here that are like, oh gosh, what's the word I'm looking for? Not triggers, buzzwords that like grab my attention in books. This one, we have someone named Cassie who's working in a bookstore. So we have book about books, which I love. We have magic and adventure in this, which I love, and romance, which I love. So the Book of Doors opens up a thrilling world of contemporary fantasy for readers of The Midnight Library, The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, and The Night Circus. So The Life of Addie LaRue and The Night Circus are two of my all-time favorite books. I have not read The Midnight Library, but I do want to. I just haven't gotten to that one yet. But yeah, so you find a magical book that's taking you to like different time zones or different parts of the world. I'm not sure. Here's the end pages here. All these magical doors. And I am so excited. It sounds very intriguing. I don't know. Let me know if you've read this one. Do you think I'll like it? I hope so, because I bought it. Next one is Real Americans by Rachel Khong. I think that's how you say her name. The cover just kind of grabbed me on this one, and there was an additional $3 off, which I didn't get because it was either the 50% off or the $3 off, so clearly I took the 50%. But this one has another really beautiful book, beautiful sprayed edges. This one we are following, I think, like multi-generational. Yes, so it says Real Americans begins in New York City on the precipice of Y2K when 22-year-old Lily Chen, an unpaid intern at a slick media company, meets Matthew. Matthew is everything she is not, and he's also heir to a vast pharmaceutical fortune. Lily, the only child of scientists who fled Mao's Cultural Revolution, was raised in Tampa and is flat broke. Despite their differences, Lily and Matthew fall in love. In 2021, 15-year-old Nick Chen feels like an outsider on the isolated Washington Island where he lives with his single mother, Lily. So we don't know what happens between Lily and Matthew, but then we fast forward to now their child is 15 years old. It says, in immersive, moving prose, Rachel Khong weaves a profound tale of class and striving, race and visibility, and family and inheritance, a story of trust, forgiveness, and finally coming home. This is exuberant and explosive, grand and entertaining. Real Americans is an inquiry into the forces that roil our new century. Are we destined or made? And if the latter, who gets to do the making? So this sounds like it's going to be a little hard-hitting as well, and I'm hoping to love it, because as much as I love the way the book looks, I hope I like what's inside. And then the last hardcover is Homecoming by Kate Morton. I know, you're thinking, Jen, you bought another Kate Morton. You haven't even read her yet. Do you even know if you like her as an author? No, I don't, but this is such a beautiful book. I did read a couple chapters when I did a chapter when I rented it out from the library, checked it out from the library, and I was intrigued by it. So I have a couple other Kate Mortons. Let's see, I have The Distant Hours and The Forgotten Garden, both in paperback. So I have 3 Kate Mortons now. So hopefully early in the year I could pick one of hers up and see if she's for me. But I picked that one up for real cheap. Actually, that was one of the free ones that I got with the points. And then I did pay full price. This was not buy one, get one 50% off, but I had no idea that this was republished in a regular size paperback. You can only find The Butcher by Jennifer Hillier in like the mass market paperback size, which I can't stand it. I'll read it if I'm in a bind, but I don't care for that size. And so when I saw this and it was only one copy, I snatched it up because I just got really excited. Haven't read it yet. But Jennifer Hillier is an author I want to read till 2.0. So, okay. The next 6 are buy one, get 50% off on Barnes & Noble special. We have Chain Gang All-Stars by Nana Kwame Adiji Brenya. I hope I'm saying that right. And The Boyfriend by Frida McFadden. I also picked up, I don't know much about this author, but I've heard that he's funny. So The Starter Villain by John Scalzi. So I picked that up. And then Leather and Lark by Bryn Weaver. This is book 2. There's, I think, the 3rd book's coming out in 2025. I own the first one already, so this is book 2. And I'm not sure what the series is called, but it's 2 serial killers that fall in love. So it's like a dark romance, possibly, but book 2 in that. And then these last two just caught my interest as I was looking at that table. When She Was Me by Marley Bush. This one, we are following twin sisters, which another buzzword for me. I love books about sisters, and twins are fascinating. I feel like a broken record on this channel. But we have two twin sisters. They live in cabin 2, whatever that means, on an isolated Tennessee campground. They manage to stay away from prying eyes, probing questions, and true crime junkies. Just the two of them, Cassie and Lenora, against the world. The peace and quiet is almost enough to make them forget what happened all those years ago. Almost. Until a teenage girl camping at the neighboring cabin goes missing and the memories come rushing back. So I'm going to stop reading, but this is supposed to be like a claustrophobic, trapped in the woods, wilderness kind of murder mystery, and I can't wait to pick that up. And it's got a good flop and a really soft, buttery cover. If you know, you know. And then This Girl's a Killer by Emma C. Wells. Same thing. It's got not as good of a flop, but it's that soft cover I love. In this one, we are following a character named Cordelia Black. She loves 3 things: her chosen family, her hairdresser, and killing bad men. So by day, she's an ambitious pharma rep with a flawless reputation and a designer wardrobe. But by night, she goes around South Louisiana and kills off bad men. So that's all I need to know. Kind of seems like maybe a female Dexter. And I love the show Dexter, so I'm excited for that. So I had to pick those up. All right. Whew, that was a lot. So to say I was very blessed with books this Christmas would be an understatement. That is going to be my last hurrah with book buying for a while, because one of my goals of 2025 is to try to read off my shelves. And as you can see, I have plenty of books. I've only read probably about a third of what you see behind me on my bookshelves already. And as much as I read, I bring in books, too many books to keep up with how fast I read. So I would like to slow my buying down. And now I do have some pre-orders that are coming. Those don't count. So like Rebecca Yaros's Onyx Storm is already on its way, or as soon as it's released, I already have a copy coming. But you know, for the most part, unless something's pre-ordered, I'm going to do my darndest to stop buying books and to read what I own. I do read a lot off my shelf already, but yeah, I think this should hold me over for a few months, and so that might be the last book haul you see for a while. But I hope you enjoyed. I hope you guys are reading something great, starting off 2025 with a great read, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.